Have you ever wondered what it means to truly be one in a million? In today's video, we're meeting the world's rarest women, each with a story so unique it will leave you speechless. From extraordinary genetics to unbelievable transformations, these women prove that beauty, strength, and identity come in countless forms. Get ready to be amazed. This is Meet the World's Rarest Women. Each one is one in a million. Are you new in this video? Click subscribe and hit notification bell, so let's get started. Shanina Isom was living a normal life as a college student in Memphis, Tennessee, when everything changed. In 2009, a simple allergic reaction turned into a medical nightmare that no one could explain. After being prescribed steroids for an asthma attack, Shanina began developing painful, sharp black scabs all over her body, but these weren't just scabs. They were hard, spike-like growths pushing out of her skin, where hair should be. Doctors were stunned. Her body was producing 20 times the normal amount of skin cells per hair follicle, causing these bizarre, painful growths that made it feel like she was growing fingernails instead of hair. The condition left her unable to walk, in constant discomfort, and struggling with extreme infections. Despite being treated by over a dozen specialists, her condition remained undiagnosed for years, so rare in fact that she was believed to be the only person in the world with it. It was eventually labeled as a mystery skin disorder, possibly linked to her immune system or a rare genetic reaction. Through the pain and confusion, Shanina never gave up. She fought not just for her life, but for answers. Her strength and resilience turned her into an advocate, raising awareness for rare diseases and those suffering without a diagnosis. Shanina's story reminds us that the human body can be both fragile and unbelievably strong, and sometimes the rarest battles are fought in silence. Rosie King isn't your average young woman. She's a powerful voice in the world of neurodiversity. Born in the UK, Rosie was diagnosed with autism at the age of 10, but her story is anything but ordinary. From a young age, Rosie experienced the world in a different, deeply imaginative way. While others saw autism as a limitation, Rosie saw it as a strength, a unique lens through which she understood life, emotions, and creativity. She gained international attention after delivering a TED Talk at just 16 years old, where she challenged the stereotypes surrounding autism. Rosie openly spoke about how she embraced her identity and rejected the idea of trying to fit in. Her message was clear. Being different is not a weakness, it's a superpower. Though Rosie is often included in lists of people with unusual conditions, it's important to clarify, she does feel pain. What sets her apart is not a lack of sensation, but her incredible ability to express how autism shapes her perception of the world. She has also spoken publicly about her diagnosis with selective mutism, and how communication has been a journey for her. Today, Rosie King is a writer, speaker, and advocate who continues to inspire people of all ages to embrace their differences. Her courage and creativity prove that being different can make the world more beautiful. This woman was born with an extremely rare muscle condition called myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy. It gives her superhuman strength and massive muscles most people can't believe are real. Instead of hiding it, she embraced her uniqueness, proving that true beauty comes in all forms, even the strongest ones. What can you say about this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Connie Culp, America's pioneer of face transplantation. Born of March 26, 1963, she was made medical history as the first United States recipient of a near-total face transplant at the Cleveland Clinic in December 2008. In September 2004, Connie was shot in the face by her husband during a failed murder-suicide attempt in her bar in Hopedale, Ohio. The blast destroyed her nose, cheeks, roof of her mouth, and one eye, leaving her unable to breathe unaided, eat solid food, or sense smell, and legally blind. Over 5 years, she endured 30 reconstructive surgeries before undergoing a groundbreaking 22-hour operation led by Dr. Mariah Siemianow. The surgery replaced 80% of her face, including bone, nerve, muscle, skin, blood vessels, and sinuses, from a deceased donor, Anna Casper. After the transplant, Connie regained vital functions. She could breathe on her own, eat, taste food, speak, smile, and smell again. Although her speech remained sometimes difficult and her vision limited, she achieved remarkable facial mobility and nerve regeneration. Connie spent the next decade advocating for organ donation, raising awareness of survivors of violence and disfigurement. Dr. Frank Papai described her as incredibly brave, an inspiration to many, and noted she was the longest-living face transplant recipient at the time of her passing. She passed away at age 57 from an infection unrelated to her transplant. Her legacy lives on as a testament to human resilience and medical innovation. Ashlyn Blocker looks like any normal young woman, but she has one of the rarest conditions in the world. Born in Georgia, USA, Ashlyn has lived her entire life without feeling physical pain. She was diagnosed with congenital insensitivity to pain, CIP, at just a few months old. Her parents noticed something was wrong when she didn't cry during diaper rashes or react to injuries that would make any other child scream. One of the earliest signs? She had a severe eye infection but never showed a single sign of discomfort. As Ashlyn grew up, her condition became more dangerous. She once burned her hand on a hot pan and didn't even flinch. Broken bones, cuts, or even surgeries. She couldn't feel a thing. While some might see this as a superpower, for Ashlyn and her family, it's a constant struggle to stay safe. Without pain to warn her of danger, even minor injuries can become life-threatening. Despite these challenges, Ashlyn has become an advocate for pain research. She and her family have worked with scientists to better understand her condition, hoping it could lead to treatments for those who suffer from chronic pain. Her story is a powerful reminder. Pain may hurt, but it's also what keeps us alive. Born and raised in Las Vegas, Tanya Angus was a former runway model standing 5'8" as a teenager. At age 22, she was diagnosed with acromegaly, a rare pituitary disorder causing an uncontrollable overproduction of growth hormone, resulting in gigantism that continued unchecked despite multiple treatments. Over the next decade, Tanya's height soared to 7'2", and she weighed nearly 400 pounds. She struggled with severe pain, limited mobility, and chronic health complications. Despite efforts, including 3 brain surgeries, radiation, and experimental medications, the growth never stopped, making her the only known woman whose condition resisted all medical intervention. Tanya transformed her experience into advocacy, appearing on television and connecting with people in over 60 countries, encouraging early diagnosis and raising awareness about pituitary tumors. She spoke candidly, "I guess God decided that I could handle it." Tragically, Tanya passed away at age 34 from a heart tear likely triggered by her weakened condition. Her mother continues her legacy through a dedicated website, keeping Tanya's mission alive. Fight for early detection and support those affected by this devastating and rare condition. Her life reminds us of resilience, purpose, and an unwavering drive to use her story to help others. Rose Guile, a 39-year-old woman from Oregon, USA, is challenging beauty standards in the most powerful way, by embracing her full beard. Her journey began at just 13 years old, when she first noticed excess facial hair. Feeling embarrassed and ashamed, she turned to daily shaving just to keep up with the stubble. For years, Rose battled with her appearance in silence. She tried everything: shaving, plucking, waxing, and even expensive laser treatments. But nothing provided lasting relief. The emotional burden was heavy. Like many women with polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, a hormonal condition that can cause excessive hair growth, she felt the pressure to look normal. But one day, Rose made a life-changing decision. She put down the razor and let her beard grow. The result? Confidence like never before. Instead of hiding, she stood tall, and surprisingly, she felt sexier than ever. Embracing her facial hair not only transformed how she saw herself, but it also inspired people around the world to rethink what true beauty means. Now, Rose is living life on her own terms. She's proud, powerful, and proof that confidence doesn't come from fitting in. It comes from owning who you are. Her message is clear: don't let the world define your beauty. Define it for yourself. Meet Madeline Stewart, an Australian model born in Brisbane in 1996. Diagnosed with Down syndrome at birth, she defied early medical expectations and has since become an international icon for disability inclusion. Her modeling journey began in 2015, after she lost over 20 kilograms through healthy living and attended a fashion show with her mother. A transformation photo went viral overnight, leading to over 100,000 followers and landing her 2 modeling contracts shortly after. Madeline made history as the first professional model with Down syndrome to walk at New York Fashion Week with FTL Moda in 2015. Since then, she has graced runways in Paris, London, Dubai, Russia, and China. Her influence extends beyond runways. She has appeared in Vogue, Elle, Cosmopolitan, People, and more. In 2017, Forbes recognized her as the top figure for diversity in fashion. She has been honored with awards like the Quincy Jones Exceptional Advocacy Award. Madeline is a passionate advocate. She founded the Inside Outside Dance Ensemble in Brisbane for youth with disabilities, supports Special Olympics, and actively champions inclusion in fashion and society. Madeline Stewart's journey demonstrates the power of perseverance and representation. More than a model, she's a role model, proving that true beauty comes from courage, authenticity, and the courage to change the world. Meet Valeria McCulloch, affectionately known in artistic circles as Val Blue. For over 25 years, Valeria has embraced a unique sartorial choice. She wears exclusively blue clothing. This isn't merely a fashion statement, but a profound expression of identity and philosophy. Valeria's affinity for blue is deeply rooted in her perception of the color's symbolism. She believes that blue embodies peace, unity, and a cosmic connection. As she once explained, blue is a peaceful color. The UN has a blue flag. All the presidential campaigns have blue. It touches every realm of life, from cosmic to future. Her wardrobe is a testament to this commitment, featuring a spectrum of blue shades with a particular fondness for Eve Klein blue, a hue celebrated for its depth and vibrancy. Valeria's dedication extends beyond clothing. She curates her accessories, surroundings, and even her artistic endeavors to align with her monochromatic theme. Beyond her personal style, Valeria is a creative force. She is the founder and publisher of Fashion Consciousness magazine, a publication that explores the intersection of fashion, art, and consciousness. The magazine's editions often revolve around color themes, with the Blue edition delving into concepts of willpower and serenity. Valeria McCulloch's life is a vivid illustration of how color can transcend aesthetics, serving as a medium for personal expression and philosophical exploration. Her unwavering devotion to blue challenges conventional fashion norms and invites us to consider the deeper meanings behind the colors we choose to wear. Jocelyn Wildenstein, the Swiss-born socialite who rose to international notoriety with her feline-like appearance and lavish lifestyle, is one of the most iconic examples of extreme cosmetic alteration. Born Jocelyn Parisset in Lausanne, Switzerland, she married billionaire art dealer Alec Wildenstein in 1978 and moved in the orbit of the ultra-wealthy. From the early 1980s onward, Wildenstein underwent multiple facial surgeries and cosmetic procedures, including eyelid lifts, cheek and lip augmentations, and major facelifts, in pursuit of a big cat aesthetic. Her ex-husband later grimly commented, "She was thinking that she could fix her face like a piece of furniture. Skin does not work that way." Despite public consensus that she transformed herself substantially, Wildenstein often denied excessive surgery, citing a naturally feline look inherited from her grandmother's high cheekbones and cat eyes. Her media nicknames reflect this image: Catwoman, the Lion Queen, and Bride of Wildenstein. Her story is also entwined with the trappings of immense wealth and high-profile divorce. When she and Alex split in the late 1990s, she was awarded a reported settlement of around US $2.5 billion plus approximately US $100 million each year for 13 years, though later she faced financial troubles and filed for bankruptcy in 2018. Wildenstein stands out as an extreme, cautionary figure of what can happen when cosmetic interventions are pushed to the brink. Her transformation isn't just cosmetic. It invites questions about identity, self-image, wealth, age anxiety, and the culture of excess.
Donatella Versace, the Italian fashion designer and longtime creative force behind the luxury house Versace, is known as much for her platinum blonde hair and larger-than-life persona as for her flamboyant designs. Over the years, her facial appearance has visibly changed, sparking widespread speculation about cosmetic procedures, even though she has never publicly confirmed major surgery. Experts and analysts observe signs including a dramatically smooth forehead, fuller lips, high cheekbones, and an overall look that suggests a mix of fillers, possible cheek implants, and perhaps a facelift or heavy skin treatments. Despite that, Donatella herself has admitted only to using Botox and once quipped, "I do not believe in totally natural women." Her transformation raises themes such as aging in the spotlight, the pressures of beauty in the fashion industry, and the fine line between enhancement and overhaul.
Shayna West is an actor, stunt performer, martial artist, and model based in the UK. Her journey is nothing short of superheroic. After a traumatic motorcycle accident at age 20 that left her with a fractured neck and broken thumb, she found inspiration in her love for Japanese culture and anime. Determined to reclaim her strength, she began teaching herself martial arts, ultimately birthing her alter ego, the Samurator. Professionally, she's carved out a niche as a stuntwoman and actor. Notable credits include Marvel's Black Widow, 2021, The Woman King, and the lead role in Jade. She has also worked with Disney, promoted the Star Wars franchise, and remains a sought-after figure at comic and anime expos globally. Her uniqueness extends beyond her roles. She specializes in weapon-based martial arts, working with swords, daggers, and staff, and is known to ride a 600cc Suzuki motorcycle. Shayna has also appeared in the music industry. She was personally invited by The Weeknd to feature in his music video for Take My Breath in 2021. Her story and persona have been discussed in a variety of media, including the Wannabe podcast, which highlights her transition from adversity to action and her efforts to break stereotypes in Hollywood. Risikat Aziz is a woman from Ilorin in Kwara State, Nigeria, notable for her natural blue eyes, an extremely rare trait among black individuals of non-Caucasian ancestry. Both of her daughters have also inherited the same eye color. According to an interview with The Punch, Risikat explained that she was born with blue eyes and has never had any vision problems related to them. Neither has she required any medical treatment. No one in her family, on either her mother's or father's side, has this eye color, making her and her daughters uniquely remarkable. Risikat's uncommon eye color quickly attracted media attention. Reportedly, her husband's behavior changed after their daughters were born with the same rare trait. There were allegations that he distanced himself from the family, allegedly due to their blue eyes. However, the husband has publicly denied abandoning the family and insisted that he married her because of her blue eyes, not in spite of them. The ocular genetics at play make Risikat's case especially noteworthy. Blue eyes are typically linked to certain gene variants that are far less common in populations of African descent, where brown eyes predominate. Her naturally blue eyes and those of her children highlight a rare and captivating example of genetic variation and inheritance. Alec Weck is a South Sudanese-British supermodel who changed the face of fashion with her powerful presence and unapologetic beauty. Born in 1977 in WAU, Sudan, Alec's early life was marked by civil war. At just 14, she and her family fled their home and sought refuge in London, a journey that shaped her strength and resilience. In 1995, at the age of 18, Alec was discovered at a London market. Her striking features, deep dark skin, a radiant smile, and statuesque height, stood out in an industry dominated by Eurocentric beauty standards. She quickly signed with a major agency and began appearing in campaigns and music videos, including Tina Turner's Goldeneye. Just 2 years later, in 1997, Alec made history as the first African model to appear on the cover of Elle magazine. It was a powerful moment, not just for her career, but for countless young black girls who saw themselves represented in high fashion for the first time. Alec went on to walk for top designers like Chanel, Alexander McQueen, Dior, and Marc Jacobs. Her presence was bold, elegant, and unforgettable. But Alec wasn't just walking runways, she was breaking barriers and inspiring future generations. Her impact reached far beyond fashion. Actress Lupita Nyong'o once said that seeing Alec in magazines helped her embrace her own beauty. Oprah Winfrey even said that if Alec had been around when she was younger, it would have changed the way she saw herself. Today, Alec Weck is more than a model. She's a humanitarian, designer, and advocate for refugees. She uses her voice to speak for those who often go unheard, and her story continues to inspire millions around the world. Alec Weck didn't just change the fashion industry, she changed the definition of beauty itself.
Each of these incredible women reminds us that being different isn't a flaw. It's what makes the world extraordinary. If you were amazed by their stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss more unbelievable stories from around the world. Thanks for watching. This is Polo TV, where we celebrate the rare, the powerful, and the truly one in a million.